How's it going, everybody? My name is Chris. I go by Topher James. I have a band called Topher James and Biscuit Brigade. My brother and I have a duo called the Shaw Brothers. You can find our music on Spotify. And we are not the two old guys. We're a little bit younger. Alright, I was watching an interview the other night, and I didn't even know that the Black Keys came out with a new record. Being from Ohio myself, it is always fun to see Ohio people make it big like this. I was watching the video, and I was just like, these are like dudes I know. And so I love that they've kept their roots, and they're just normal dudes. This track is called It Ain't Over, from their record, what's it called? Dropout Boogie, 2022. I'm going to look at the lyrics real quick. No one else for you to blame, but when you play that losing game, it ain't over. So try to ease a worried mind. Dreams come true from time to time. It ain't over. All right, let's check it out.
Sleeve might get you two in the chest, hurting your heart, but baby know best. And when she comes around, you lay your money down.
Is that a time change in there? That was kind of
cool. But baby know best. And when she comes around, you lay your money down. No one else.
Yeah. So most songs that we hear, I would say, are 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So this song had a bar of 2 in it, or you could say a bar of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Good example of that would be Hey Ya, Hey Ya, Hey Ya. I'm sorry, Patrick Carney looks like he's struggling to play drums every time he plays. I've seen him play live. It's like, I think it's just the way he sets his drums up. They're not convenient. He's got the toms real low. He's sitting real high on that kit. So everything is down low. I just feel like he needs to straighten up. I'm sorry. No offense, man. Talk about old school. They're not wearing in-ear monitors at all. They're straight up playing in that room if people don't know, in-ear monitors, you'll see 99.9% of bands now use them, especially on this level. It's like an Apple AirPod. Same concept, except in-ear monitors are a little bit more sound isolating. So it's an earplug in combination with an earphone. So you're only hearing what you want to hear in your ears. A lot of times, especially with modern music, you're using in-ears so you can hear a track in the back. A lot of times they're playing to a drum machine or something like that, or a click track where it makes everybody perfect in time. These guys are not doing any of that shit. They are playing rock and roll. I think it calls to the songwriting for these guys, because when I hear their records, they're produced really well, and a lot of cool vintage sounds. But they're producing modern sounding records. It's and I'm talking about the more recent records, not the first couple records, which I think were really lo-fi and really raw. But now the Black Keys are producing more pop records. But they still have a vibe to them, and a lot of times if there's a heavy vibe on the record, the live show kind of suffers because it's harder to produce all that, and these guys are not using tracks. They're not playing to a bunch of pre-recorded things that they created in the studio to make the live sound better. They are just playing the songs, and anymore, bands are playing to tracks. They're playing with electronic equipment, and I mean electronic stuff you can't really produce live. So that would be like drum machines, or a lot of times they'll have an auto-tune effect on the vocal. I mean, these guys are Ohio boys. They are all about real, so and much respect, because in the industry, the peer pressure to match up with everybody else and keep up with the Joneses is big. These guys are not doing that at all. One thing they have done is add more band members to produce more of those sounds. So they're probably producing in the studio with Pat, and Dan and Pat are probably just doing the records themselves, and then they're hiring people to fill out the sound. Love it. Low key ending. I just love the Black Keys. I think they are keeping it real. They're keeping that Ohio working boys attitude there. And really, it's punk rock at this point. It's very punk rock at this point to be a band and play with no in-ear monitors and no stage, no live production. It's all just musicians playing music. And a lot of people don't realize that most bands are not doing that. They're not playing live. They're playing to at least to a click track, so everybody's kind of on this grid. And much respect to these guys. If you want to see another band live, segue, Topher James and Biscuit Brigade. That's my band. Also, Andy Shaw Band is playing a bunch of shows this year. We are doing a Bob Marley tribute, and we just rehearsed the other night, and it was much needed therapy. And so we'll be doing a bunch of Bob Marley tributes, so check that out. If you can't see us live, or this video is really old, you can check out Andy Shaw Band Bob Marley tribute on YouTube. We produced a really nice video during the lockdown period over at Above Sound and Lighting. Those guys were very generous and let us use a bunch of their gear. So the video that we produced with them looks really good. Shout out to Sean Gannon and Ben Niedenthal for helping us out, as well as all the rest of the crew there. If you want to support me in my endeavors, art, music, making these videos, patreon.com/TopherJames. And that's it. I'll see you later.